All right, so lesson 9 is restaurant food, and lesson 10 is grocery store food. So it's kind of split up in terms of like things you could find on a menu, and then the grocery store food is things like fruits and vegetables, dairy, things like that, that if you went to the store, you might be able to purchase. And obviously, there will be some overlap between the two of them, right? But that's kind of the logic I used. So a couple of verbs before we start. Algunos verbos. So to say I don't like something, you would say no me gusta. So can you say that?
No me gusta.
Yeah, no me gusta.
No me
And then
gusta.
to say I do like it, you would just drop the no. So you'd say me gusta. And it doesn't
Me gusta.
actually literally translate to I like this, but it means that causes, or that is pleasing to me. So you're switching the object and the subject and object order in this verb. So the subject is what is pleasing to you, and you are the object.
Oh, okay.
So it's a funky verb in that sense. So it won't translate the way you're going to expect it to translate, and it's not going to conjugate the way you might expect it to conjugate. So that's why. And then the other verb, this verb is more normal. It's I want or I don't want. So to say I don't want, you would say yo no quiero.
Quiero.
Yo
And you
no
can also,
quiero.
yeah, so the you, you're not really pronouncing it. You should just say quiero, kind of like a key.
Quiero.
Exactly. Yeah, and the yo is also optional. You could just say no quiero. And then to say I do want, you would say yo quiero or just quiero.
That's one thing I came across. When I do the memorize, sometimes I put in the pronoun and it says it's wrong. Is it ever wrong? It's just because they haven't put it in, right?
Right. If you make... No, it's never wrong to use it.
Okay.
So if you make note of which verb that is, I can go into memorize and change it so that with or without the pronoun it's acceptable.
Okay.
I thought I went through and did all of that, but if I missed one...
I'm not sure if it was yours, but the memorize program itself might...
okay.
I'm doing yours plus the Spanish one they offer. So it
right.
might...
So if you're doing one of those, yes, on mine I've tried to make it so that if you do the pronoun or if you don't do the pronoun, it's right, because I can set that as an option. But you might be doing a separate course that doesn't give you that option.
Okay, so but it's not wrong. Like they're saying it's wrong, but it's not wrong.
No, yeah, the reason they say it's wrong is because the way you create the course is you say this answer is this. So if it's not exactly what's written, it's wrong.
Okay. Yeah.
But I've created options. So like this is acceptable answer or this is an acceptable answer. Okay, perfect. So
Is there a rhyme or reason that something, or like pop juice and all those, some is la and others are L? What makes it?
So if you remember from, I want to say lesson 2, when we talked about feminine and masculine objects, so page 4, there's a couple of rules to help you remember. So like if it ends in an A, it's usually a feminine noun, and if it ends in an O, it's usually a masculine noun. So there's some rules like that to help you remember, but there's no reason why pop is feminine besides the fact that it ends in an A. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'll have to go back to...
Yeah, so that's page 4, if you want to review that. Okay, so then the 4 categories, the farthest column to the left is las carnes, and that means meat. And so the first one is pollo.
Pollo?
Say that.
Pollo.
Pollo.
So that LL is like a J, right?
Hey.
Pollo.
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 Yeah. And then pork is cerdo.
Cerdo.
And then beef is cerdo. Cerdo. And then beef is carne de res. And the reason de res is in parentheses is because if you just say carne, the assumption would be that it's beef.
Oh.
But if you are trying to specify, because there's a lot of meat on the menu, you might say carne de res to specify. And then we have pescado,
Pescado.
which is fish. And this is fish that has been caught, like one that will be used for food, whereas the animal that swims and is alive is P-E-Z, and it's pez. So the pet or the living animal is pez, while the animal that you eat would be pescado.
So what the dad has downstairs is PEC.
Mm-hmm. P-E-Z. Z.
You didn't say C, you said Z, P-E-Z. You
Yeah,
American, Z.
Pets.
P-E-Z.
You're going to have to unprogram more than 2 decades of learning saying Z.
Oh, I know. You know what? You know what Everett says? He goes, "Are you American?" He knows that. So he knows the difference. Is, are you American?
Well, I learned my alphabet from Americans, that's for sure.
Okay, all right, got it.
Well, what's sushi?
The same. It would be sushi. You would say sushi.
Sushi.
Sushi. And then turkey is pavo.
Pavo.
And all of those are masculine except for carne. So it's el pollo, el cerdo, la carne, el pescado, el pavo. Okay. Then the next column is las bebidas, which is the beverages.
Say that
And
again, las
bebidas.
bebidas.
Las bebidas, exactly. And then we have la gaseosa.
That sounds like another kind of word. Gaseosa, okay. I like it. I actually like that word, but not for pop.
Yeah. So gaseosa is coming from the word for gas, and it's basically saying the gassy one is kind of what it's how it would translate.
Gassy one. I'm going to use it on the dad.
You're gonna call him a gaseosa?
I'm going to say you're gaseosa tonight.
Sounds like beans.
I love
Yeah,
it.
no, it's pop. So pop is la gaseosa.
La gaseosa.
I love it. I love it. That's my word.
And then we have el jugo.
El jugo.
Hugo.
And then we have el agua.
Water. El agua.
So that one's one that you would think is la agua because it ends with an A, but it's el agua because it starts with an A. So I don't know if you guys remember, I covered that a couple lessons ago, saying that if the emphasis of the word is on the first syllable and it's an A, you use a masculine article. So that's an example. It's el agua, not la agua.
So it's only if the emphasis is on it, because that's the other thing. With grandmother, we say
Yeah. Exactly. So it's only
must not be on the A then.
no, because abuela, the emphasis is abuela.
Okay. Okay, so it's
But-
only if the emphasis is on it, you put it together. So you have to say it right then.
Exactly. You need to know the pronunciation for
You have
that.
to
Exactly.
know it right, or you're not going to get. Okay.
But this is a word that a lot of beginners get wrong. They'll often say la agua. But so if you guys say el agua, you're already like doing great. You're a step ahead of other beginners. And then wine is el vino.
El vino.
Beer is la cerveza. Milk
I've heard that
is
before.
la leche.
What sound are you putting on the E? The last E?
Same for both. Leche.
Leche.
Leche. La leche. La
Leche.
leche. La leche.
Mhm.
Lele.
Coffee, as you guys know with the color brown, is el café.
El
Café.
And then tea would be el té.
El té.
Té.
And then this herbal fruit tea one, I don't know if you had it in Colombia when you were there, Mom, but where there's actually chunks of fruit in it and it's hot water. And sometimes there'll be like herbal leaves in it as well.
Yeah, I might
Like
have.
mint.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Oh.
find it delicious. And you might have the chance to try it kind of when you're in Colombia. They often serve it after dinner or like mid-morning.
No,
So,
it's too hard
you
to
don't want it?
pronounce. Too hard to pronounce.
But if somebody
Just give me
pronounces it for you
El Café.
and asks if you want to,
You can handle that one. Or té. Té's not hard. You can do té too. Gaseosa is pretty interesting.
La cerveza.
so then
No,
this one, the
Hugo.
fruit tea would be called La Aromática.
La aromática.
So notice
La
that one starts with an A, but the emphasis is not on that first A, so it's still La. So La Aromática.
No, I'm not ordering that.
Mhm. No, but I'm saying you don't need to order it, but if someone offers it to you, you might be like, oh, I know what that is, even if I can't say it.
Just say
And so
gracias
say
and
yes,
take it.
try it. Mm-hmm. And then los acompañantes is that next column, and that means like the sides, like things that might not be the main dish, but would be a side. So los acompañantes. So we have You don't really need to know how to say that word. It's just introducing it. So los acompañantes. And so we have el arroz.
Rice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Las papas.
Las papas.
Oh yeah, potatoes.
Yep. La yuca.
I don't know what that is. What is a yuca?
So it's like a starchy root vegetable. In Africa, they call it cassava. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's kind of like a potato. They'll often prepare it like a potato. You can boil it, you can bake it, you can fry it, and it will be. I'm positive you will try it when you're in Colombia. So that's what it is.
So it's not a sweet potato, it's something altogether different.
No, it's like stringy. But it's starchy. You would have probably had it like either in soups, or sometimes they'll fry them and they'll be like French fries, but thicker ones.
Oh.
I'm positive you've tried it as well.
Okay.
It's a very common. Like if
Okay.
you've been in Colombia for a week, you would have tried it.
I would have had it. Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So that's what it is. So like, don't be scared if you see it. Is like the point, right? Like, be like, okay, I can do this. And then we have las papas fritas, which is French fries, and fritas means fried. So we're saying the fried potatoes. Okay. Then we have los frijoles.
Los frijoles.
Say that again.
Los frijoles.
Frijoles.
Yeah.
Los frijoles.
Exactly.
Yes,
Los frijoles. Uh-huh. Exactly. Then we have las verduras.
Verduras.
Las verduras.
Verduras.
Las verduras, exactly. And then we have fruit. So la fruta.
La fruta.
That was easy. I can order that. La fruta.
You can order some fruit. If push comes to shove, you can
Or
get fruit.
they come around, they say, you are a la fruta.
Exactly. And then for desserts, we would have los postres, which means desserts. And then we have el helado.
El helado.
Oh, yeah, I like that. El helado?
El helado. Yeah, the H is silent. El helado. And then el
helado.
chocolate.
El
Yeah.
chocolate.
So it's spelled the exact same as you can tell, but
you
it's
pronounce
just
the E.
pronounced, yeah, el
Chocolate.
chocolate. El
Tay.
chocolate. Exactly. Then we have la vainilla.
But vine? What sound are you putting?
Vainilla.
Vainilla.
Yeah, because it's A and the I are combining.
Vainilla.
It's a diphthong one, so it's la vainilla. Kind of like the same letter, like the way you'd say my I. Vainilla.
My pencil.
Vine.
And then el arequipe.
No.
El arequipe.
No, I won't order that either.
So this is not actual caramel, but it's very similar to caramel. So that's the closest to give you an idea. If they have it, you can order it or try it. It would be el arequipe is what we're doing there. And then the last one, la galleta.
La garge.
I need to learn that one.
La galleta. So any words on that list that you're like, ooh, can you please pronounce that one more time?
La.
No?
Which one?
Which one would you like me to pronounce again?
That La Galleta? La.
Okay, yeah.
Galleta?
La galleta. Exactly.
Galleta.
La galleta.
Yeah, I need to learn that. I can order cookies.
So what I'm going to have you guys do is take a second and write down 3 foods that you like and 3 foods that you don't, and you'll be following the example that's on that chart there. So me gusta is things you like. So you'll be saying me gusta, for example, el jugo. And then you're also going to be filling in 3 things that you don't like. So for example, no me gusta el cerdo.
I like everything.
Okay. You like everything on it?
Yeah, I like it all. I guess I don't know. Well, I don't know what that you that is. I could put that down, I guess.
Yeah, don't put it down.
You put anything just to practice, right? But yeah, if there's anything you don't like, go ahead and try that one just to practice the sentences. So even if it's not entirely true, we'll just practice the sentence.
Dang, I can put that down.
All right, are you guys good? Ready? Yes? Okay, so you guys will just alternate back and forth, and let's start with Kenneth. How about you tell us one food you like?
Me gusta el pollo.
Pollo. Perfect. Me
Pollo.
gusta el pollo. And then, Mom, how about you? What's one food you like?
Me gusta el arroz.
El arroz. Muy bien. Kenneth, how about a food you don't like?
No me gusta la yuca.
Uh-huh. No me gusta la yuca. Uh-huh.
I don't even know
And
yet.
then, Mom, how about you? What's one
No
you
me-
don't like?
No me gusta la cerveza.
Okay, muy bien. And then, Kenneth, what's another food you do like?
Me gusta el café.
Uh-huh. El café, exactly. And Mom?
Me gusta el pavo.
Yeah, me gusta el pavo. Perfect. And then, Kenneth, another food you don't like?
Let's see. No me gusta la leche.
Yeah, no me gusta la leche. Muy bien. And then, Mom, what's one you don't like?
No me gusta el jugo.
Jugo. Jugo. Like the question who.
Who? Yeah.
So
Who?
jugo.
Where is that? Who?
Jugo. Perfect.
Okay,
All right, so we'll move on. And it says, decide si cada comida es una carne, una bebida, un acompañante, o un postre. So we're just categorizing the following foods, whether if it's a meat, a beverage, a side dish, or a dessert. And the sentence structure is what you see in that example. So it says pollo. So you'd say, el pollo es una carne. El pollo es una carne. And that says chicken is a meat. So we're doing really simple sentences, right? We're not getting complicated. So go ahead and categorize those 4 foods, and then we'll do those together.
No, frijo, and rice are so.
All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'll say, Kenneth, ¿qué es la gaseosa? ¿Qué es la gaseosa?
Okay, would it be decide, say, cada comida es la...
Oh, no, sorry. So that's the instructions. I already read the instructions. So I read, decide si cada comida es una carne, una bebida, un acompañante, o un postre. So then we looked at the example where it says pollo, and then the next one says la gaseosa. So you have to determine if la gaseosa, is it a meat, a beverage, a side, or a dessert?
Well, it's a las bebidas.
So you would say la gaseosa es una bebida. Good job.
No, I didn't do that right at all.
No, but you picked the right category.
Yeah, that was easy.
You picked the right category. And then we have, Mom, ¿qué son los frijoles?
Los frijoles son then is it una acompañante? Will you singularize that part?
Well, because un acompañante is referring to the acompañante, so that's still singular.
Okay.
So you're saying beans are a side dish.
That's okay.
So,
okay.
Yep. But un acompañante is masculine, not feminine.
Oh. Oh, okay, los. Yep. I should have seen that. Okay, uno acompañante.
So it'd be un acompañante, a beverage or a side dish.
Well, you don't put any un.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just un. Like what the example says, una carne, una bebida, un acompañante, and un postre.
Un postre. Okay.
Okay. Perfect. So los frijoles son un acompañante. And then Kenneth, ¿qué son las galletas?
Galletas. Las galletas es postres.
Yeah, las galletas, las galletas son un postre.
Son.
Yeah, because we're doing the plural form. So las galletas son un postre. Perfect. And Mom, ¿qué es el pescado?
El pescado es una carne.
El pescado es una carne. Exactly, precisely. Good job. So then, algunas expresiones. Oh, no, sorry, missed a question. So, ¿cuál es tu comida preferida? So, ¿cuál es tu comida preferida? So remember when we talked about ¿cuál es tu estación preferida? What is your favorite season? So now we're talking about ¿cuál es tu comida preferida?
Comida.
You want just one food?
Yeah, just pick one food for now.
Because, well, I'd take chicken rice and
favorite
something. Beans.
So you could say mis comidas preferidas. So you'd pluralize it, my favorite foods. So mis comidas preferidas son el pollo, el arroz y los frijoles. So I'll say that again. Mis comidas preferidas son el pollo, el arroz y los frijoles. And then how about you, Mom? ¿Cuál es tu comida preferida?
Mi comida preferida es la fruta.
Perfecto. Mi comida preferida es la fruta. And then go ahead and see if you can fill in the blank on this sentence, just guessing what you think it might be saying. Si yo soy vegetariano, yo no como.
I know what it says. Yo no como.
Si yo soy vegetariano, yo no como.
Okay.
Well, it's something about a vegetarian, and como should be how, but that doesn't right.
No,
that's not right.
So how would have that accent mark, that first O? So in this case, C-O-M-O without the accent mark means I eat. So we're saying if I am a vegetarian, I do not eat. Si yo soy vegetariano, yo no como. And the answer is?
Las carnes.
Las carnes. Si yo soy vegetariano, yo no como las carnes. Exactly. You could also say yo no como carne. I just don't eat meat. So I don't eat meats or I don't eat meat. Either one works. So, algunas expresiones claves en español. So some key expressions in Spanish when we're talking about hunger. So we would say, tengo hambre means I am hungry. Tengo hambre. So, do you guys remember what the verb tengo means?
Have, to have.
To
So I
have.
have.
So
So
I have hunger is what we're saying. But colloquially in English, you would translate that as I am hungry. No one walks around saying I have hunger, right?
Unless
So,
you're French, they say it too.
oh, they say it too. Okay. So then the same idea carries over when we're talking about thirst. So it would be tengo sed, means I am thirsty, which literally is translated as I have thirst. So tengo hambre and tengo sed. So Kenneth, can you go ahead and tell me how you say I am hungry?
Tengo hambre. Hambre.
Tengo hambre. Yeah, that H is silent. Tengo hambre. And Mom, how do you say you're thirsty?
Tango set.
Exactly. So how would you say I am thirsty, I want a juice? Can you try that one, Mom?
I am able to.
Kind
So
of.
I want is at the top of our
Up at
page
the
with the
top.
verbs.
I want. Okay. Tango said, yo quiero ajus
Mm-hmm.
un jugo.
Yeah. Perfect. Tengo sed, yo quiero un jugo. Tengo sed, yo quiero un jugo.
Quiero.
So then to say I am hungry, I want chicken, you'd say tengo hambre, quiero pollo.
Quiero.
Tengo hambre, quiero pollo.
Pollo.
And you could say yo quiero pollo if you wanted. So tengo hambre, yo quiero pollo. Okay, so when you're ordering food at a restaurant, there's a couple ways you can do it, but I'm going to teach you the most simple one. If you just want to ask if something's available, because just because it's on the menu in Latin America doesn't mean they actually serve it that day. There's a very high chance that they're out and they won't be serving it. So I often ask, like, do you have rice if it's on the menu, or do you have juice, because they might not have it. So, for example, you would say, reading letter A, buenas tardes, ¿hay leche? So it's good afternoon. Is there milk? As in, do you have milk? And then the shop owner could say, a la orden, which means at your order, at your service, or of course. And then they say, claro que sí. And that means, of course there is. So, a la orden, claro que sí. So, we'll read that dialogue. So, Kenneth, could you read letter A? And Mom, you'll read letter B.
Buenas tardes. ¿Hay leche?
A la orden, claro que sí.
Exactly. Buenas tardes. ¿Hay leche? A la orden. Claro que sí. Exactly. So then the other one you could do is letter A on the right says, buenos días. Disculpe. So disculpe is saying excuse me. So this would be not necessarily like, obviously if a waiter comes over to you, you're not interrupting them. So you wouldn't use it there. But if you walk into a store and you're trying to grab their attention, where it's like a coffee shop and you have to grab their attention, you would use the word disculpe, so excuse me. And then you would ask, ¿hay pollo y arroz? Is there chicken and rice? And then what if they don't have it? They could say, no, lo siento, solo tenemos carne de res y frijoles. So I'll read both of those twice again, and then Kenneth, you'll read A, and Mom, you'll read B. So, buenos días, disculpe, ¿hay pollo y arroz? No, lo siento, solo tenemos carne de res y frijoles. So Kenneth, go ahead and read A.
Buenos días. Disculpe, ¿hay pollo? Why? What's why?
So the Y, you just pronounce it like the letter E. Y.
Y.
Okay, pollo y arroz.
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 Good job. Good job. Good job. And then, Mom?
No, lo siento. Solo tenemos carne de res y frijoles. Frijoles.
Frijoles.
Frijoles. Okay, you want that. Okay.
Frijoles.
Frijoles.
Yeah. Perfect. So then we have our 3 utensils in case they didn't bring you a fork and you needed to ask for a fork. So we have esto es una cuchara. Esto es un cuchillo. And lastly, esto es un tenedor. So, Mom, can you read what the spoon is?
Esto es una cuchara.
Exactly. And Kenneth, can you read the knife sentence?
Esto es un cuchillo.
Cuchillo. Exactly.
Cuchillo.
And Mom, the fourth one?
Esto es un tenedor.
Yeah, exactly. Esto es un tenedor. And then the last sentence to the right says, estos son los cubiertos básicos. So what do you think the word cubiertos means?
Cubiertos, well, probably, possibly silverware?
Yeah, silverware, utensils, cutlery, whatever word you use for those things. It would be, that's what cubiertos are.
Oh.
So these are the basic.
Estos son los.
All right, so I'm not sure what she's doing, but we can go ahead and do the pronunciation for the verb. So just after each each verb I read, just go ahead and repeat after me. So we have yo doy.
Yo doy.
Tú das.
Tú das.
Exactly. And then we have él da.
Él da.
There, this part.
And nosotros damos.
Okay. See, it's
Plug in or find another power source.
yeah, it's telling me it's slow.
So Kenneth, go ahead and say that. Nosotros damos.
Ustedes daño.
Nosotros damos. Try that again.
Nosotros damos.
And then ellos dan.
Ellos dan.
Exactly. How are you doing, Mom? Are you connected?
Well, it's telling me my battery is low, but we don't see why. So
Oh, so
it's
we'll
telling
just.
me if I don't plug into another source, it's gonna die on me. But
But it is plugged in.
well, we tried everything and it looks
Yeah.
fine. So
Weird.
so if I
Okay.
die out, I'll say bye now.
Okay.
Just in case.
I'll say bye in advance. So, well, let's try to get through it so you don't miss any of it. So we did that verb, so I'm going to read them once so you hear the pronunciation for the verb to give. So, yo doy, tú das,
Das.
ella da, nosotros
Ella da.
damos,
Damos,
and ustedes dan.
Ellos dan.
So, Mom, what do you think that first sentence conjugation would be?
Yo doy un regalo.
Regalo.
Exactly. Yo doy un regalo. I give a gift. Yo doy un regalo. And then, Kenneth, what do you think that second bullet point would be?
Ellos le de mucha Algeria.
Alegría.
Say that again.
Alegría.
Alegría. Alegría.
Yep, so it's ellas les dan mucha alegría a sus padres. Dan. Yeah, because we're talking about ellas. So it's the plural form. The plural form, D-A-N, dan. And then, Mom, that last one?
Okay. Tú me das más tiempo?
Yeah, tú me das más tiempo. And the question is, will you give me more time? Tú me das más tiempo. Will you give me more time? And the previous one was they, feminine, give their parents much joy.
Oh, that was what you said at the beginning.
Mucha
Yeah,
alegría a
great.
sus padres. Oh yeah, that is. I said me alegra, which is that makes me happy. That like I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah.
And then indefinite articles, we've seen them, but here I'm just showing them in a chart. So it's the equivalent of the word a in English. A table, a book. And in plural, we don't really use it in English. The closest would be some. So a book, some books. But it's not exactly some. In English, you just omit it. You would say books. But in Spanish, you don't, right? So we have, for masculine singular, would be un. And for masculine plural, it would be unos. For feminine singular, it would be una. And for feminine plural, would be unas. So, for example,
It kind of means some, you said.
it kind of means some. We actually have a word in Spanish that means some, but it's kind of like the saying like there is a book on the table, there are books on the table. We're not saying how many books, but we're not saying there are the books on the table. We're just saying books. So the closest would be like if you were going to say there are some books on the table.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, for example, el pastel would become un pastel, and that means a cake. And then las servilletas, which is the napkins, would become unas servilletas.
Okay.
So it switches from las, right? So if it's feminine, if it's plural in the definite, then it's plural in the indefinite. So, Mom, what do you think cuchillo would be if we're going to say?
Okay, so that was masculine. So it'd be unos cuchillos. I think
Exactly.
it was masculine.
Exactly. Unos cuchillos. Perfecto. And then, Kenneth, what do you think gaseosas would be if you wanted to say some pops?
Yeah. Okay, so it's
Well, wouldn't it be gaseosas?
So it would be unas.
Unas.
Because it's feminine and it's plural. So unas gaseosas. Unas gaseosas. Okay? And then, Mom, what about the next one?
cuchara. So it'd be unas cucharas.
Unas cucharas, exactly. And then, Kenneth, what would fruit be? La fruta.
La fruta be unas frutas.
Unas frutas, exactly.
Frutas.
Yeah. And then, Mom, the fork?
Unos tenedores.
Unos. Oh yeah, and so remember the rule: if it ends in a consonant, to make it plural, you add es. So it would be unos tenedores instead of tenedores.
Oh boy. Yes.
So unos tenedores, exactly.
Tenedores.
And then Kenneth, what would verdura be?
Verdura. Say that again.
Verdura.
Verdura. Okay, it'd be
Verdura.
verdura. Be unas verdura.
Exactly. Unas verduras. So you'd have to make sure they're both plural. And then, Mom, that last one?
Unos Hugos.
Yeah. So remember, it's not Hugh, but who. Unos jugos.
Hugos. I put that. Oh, yep, I did give my remote. Okay. Hugos.
Unos jugos.
Hugos.
Perfect. So we'll keep seeing those, but that's just the rule to remember how to do that. So then for tarea, for homework, play this game to learn some more food words and to practice what you've already learned. So some will be review and some will be new ones. So to make sure you're doing it in the best order, make sure you click learn words and then play the audio game after you've learned the words. And then you can play a memory game, and again, some of these will be new words and some will be review. And then spend 15 minutes on this website to familiarize yourself with some sentences. They're kind of sentences that you would use if you were going to a restaurant, like, can I have a table at the window? Can you bring me a new fork? Like anything like that that you might use at a restaurant. They have lots and lots and lots of sentences like that. So look through them and pick 3 that you think you might use and write those down. And then lastly, write this 9-minute video, watch this 9-minute video to learn more about ordering food in Spanish. So it's just a good one. I think it's a she, it might be a he, I don't remember exactly which video it is, but they explain really clearly how to order food, and it will complement this lesson well. Any questions?
No preguntas.
Yeah,
No.
so no hay preguntas.
No hay.
Or no tengo preguntas. There are no questions, or I don't have any questions. No hay preguntas, no tengo preguntas. Perfecto. All right, so if there's no questions, nos vemos el domingo a las 7. Nos vemos el domingo a las 7.
Sí.
Sí, so we'll see each other on Sunday at 7.
At 7.
Nos vemos el domingo a las 7. All right, hasta luego.
Okay.
Este